Welcome back to another interview. My name is Sal, and I'm with someone right now. Introduce yourself, bro.
It's Lamaj. We
Homage,
here.
homage. How you been, man?
Cooling for real, for real.
Chilling. Thank you for having the time and coming to sit down and do an interview with me, and finding another random location to come at. I appreciate it on that. So, all right. So I'm gonna knock out the first question, bro. Where you born and raised at, bro?
Born and raised Charlotte, North Carolina.
Born and raised, full blooded. That's what's up. I like it. So like, you make music basically,
Yeah, I be drawing sometimes.
drawing.
Creative directing.
Cool. Yeah. So you do both of those. That's what's up. Kind of love hearing that. So like of my like, how did you like on the origins of it of your nickname of your name stage name basically? How did you make him come up with that?
Well, it's a really long story, but it's not. Some nigga probably gonna be like I'm lying, but like this is how I remember it. It was eighth grade. It was my homie. His name was Jalen, and niggas was just saying our names backwards in the classroom because it was like in the ear type shit. Lamaj came up. I ain't like it. You feel me? The ninth grade. I get a class with an upperclassman by the name of Jamal.
Really?
I wasn't finna be Jamal number two, so I absorbed Lamaj.
Lamaj. Okay, so that's how the origin of the name, huh? If you can remember correctly. That's cool. That's what's up. So like Homage, so basically from your making music and all that stuff and being part of Anti and all that things like that, how did you start making music? What made you start making music? What was the origin of it?
Well, the initial thing that was the catalyst for me making music was Mac Miller's death.
The what?
Mac Miller's death.
Matt Miller said, "Oh, yeah, that everybody was tragic on that."
Like, I just always listened to his music and he would help me a lot. So when he passed, it was kind of like, damn, I'll never get to meet this nigga, but he helped me so much. So I wanted to help people in return, low key.
I love that, and that's a good. That's pretty awesome. Like, how old were you when you started making music? How old were you anyway? How old were you like when you started
I made
making
my
it?
first song in 2019 after I graduated.
Oh, so you basically started making music just during that time. Okay, cool, cool. Like that's cool. That's nothing bad to start at that time. You know what I'm saying? Most people will be like, most rappers will say 14, 13, or lower than
Yeah, nah,
that.
I always liked music though. I had like a weird music face though. Like I didn't like old school. My mama always used to play like Rakim, De La Soul, all them niggas. I only liked Michael Jackson. Like I really listened to Michael Jackson for like a smooth decade of my life, and then she played one Outkast song that opened the floodgate. I heard, damn, what's the song? It might be Equimini.
Okay, that's what's up. When you say Michael Jackson, I mean, that's. I mean, who wouldn't fucking listen to Michael Jackson's fucking MJ,
You
King of
feel
Pop,
the goat?
bro? Like, Thriller. He made Thriller. He made Thriller. Like, I could tell you, like Dave Chappelle used to say, he made Thriller.
He
Thriller.
made Thriller,
Like,
Off the Wall,
exactly. Like,
Bad.
bad. I'm fucking serious. Like, I'm serious. Like, dead ass. Like, literally. Okay, so if you talk about, and when we talk about MJ here, what is the best track from Thriller? I'm gonna tell you mine, but you tell me yours first. Best track,
Yo, why he do me like that? Hold on.
bro. It's the best album of all time. It's number one, technically. Everybody said it's even on websites.
Thriller's just too much of a basic answer. So is Beat It, and so is Billie Jean.
Don't
But
worry.
I'ma have to do Billie Jean.
Don't worry. Hey, yeah, I can understand that. For me, I would say "Beat It." I love "Beat It." It was the first song that got me on Michael Jackson. Um, my one of my friends told me they love "Sweet Little Thing," "Sweet Little Pretty Thing." If I say it right, if I say
Pretty
it,
Young Thing.
yeah, if I say it wrong, my bad. It's been a good minute, but yes, yeah, I can see that. Now, Michael Jackson is the inspiration for everyone. But yeah, no, I like that, man. I like that. And another thing I kind of mentioned recently, like throughout your like the first time I heard about you, was that you're hanging out with like Auntie. You know what I'm saying? Your homie Cashmere. How'd you meet him?
Funnily enough, my nigga Cash, we went to high school together, but we wasn't like close like that for real. Like I recorded like a couple songs with him, but like they asked and Cash don't try to bring them up anywhere and be like, bro, this shit hard. No, leave that in the archive. But
Okay, yeah, keep that, put that away, because it's your first ever song. You don't want to talk about it. You can release it at a leak when people get to know you in the underground more. I
hell
get
nah,
that.
niggas can't even listen to it. Then I'm not going. But nah, I met him in high school. Then after I graduated, that's when we became kind of closer. Had a mutual friend type shit. That's how we got close, and then we just kind of been locked in ever since.
Oh, that's a good origin. I love it, man. I gotta whenever I did it, whenever you got your side of the story. So whenever I get to Kashmir interview, I'm gonna ask his side of the story, how he met you. If it's something different, you can say something. You know what I'm
I
saying?
simplified it. If he want to go real deep into the story, he can. But that shit mad funny.
It's fun. Yeah, I can tell you that right now. But that's what's up. I actually do like that, man. Like you guys have been after high school, yeah, got together, we got along real well, and be like, hey, let's make music, fam. So like, when it comes to making music and stuff like that, how does it feel of like having a bit of like a underground following a little bit? Because when you're in Charlotte scene, and then like people are so active on your on your reels, on your videos. Like for example, first time I saw like I wouldn't say first time, but another time that I saw you with a specific music video was Attention Seeker. You know what I'm saying? And people went crazy. Like you haven't posted in how long? And people still went active on it. About your like recently still standing on 20K replays on the reel watches. You know what I'm saying, on Instagram. And that's the insane part. Like that's like, how do you feel about that, man? Like,
It be surreal to me because I just be making music. Um, Not to say it's nothing else to it, because with that project there was definitely a whole lot of meaning to it. But my reactions, I just be like gratuitous to anything I get,
yes,
because people aren't like, they don't have to listen, they don't have to watch.
yeah.
But if they give me the time of day, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's hard with the. I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. The algorithm on Instagram sucks.
Bad.
I'd rather be on TikTok, and you know you do the same thing on TikTok. That's like promoting it more on there. It could like
I
work.
don't even be on TikTok. I'm finna be on TikTok after this. Fuck it.
You might as well.
We finna be on TikTok.
I've been on TikTok for like 3 weeks now, and I'm kind of building it up. So, and it's still good. But anyway, but yeah, no, that's a good man, because like you people support. It's like support of your local artists. You know, always support your local artists. You know what I'm saying? Give them a chance. Don't be picky. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever be fucking picky. You know, people will always be picky. I feel like, oh, that's another question. Do you feel like Charlotte is very picky? And it's like very picky with choosing the artists of who they fuck with? Because I will be honest, I had this same conversation with somebody like, and I always say the same shit. Like people would mess with you, wouldn't fuck with you basically in the beginning, and then once you start getting a build up and they start seeing you work with some big producer, big fucking artist on the side, and you're like, oh my god, I mess with you. They start dick riding you. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
I say Charlotte is just really clicky. Like, it's a lot of cliques in bigger groups that are closer to other people than others in the groups.
yes,
So when things are like separated, you may think niggas is like tighter than what they are, but then when they leave that bitch, they don't talk, they don't do anything, they don't talk about you, they don't care about you. A lot of these niggas just don't care about you. Some people genuinely do, but who cares?
you know, the only way I could get their attention if I say Charlotte sucks, and
You
then
feel me? Like,
I could probably do that right the fuck now. Yeah, Charlotte sucks. Your music sucks. You want to know? You know that meme? You know that meme? That meme? You know his shirt, trash. Fucking shoes, trash.
trash.
I can say that about if I can say that about Charlotte right now, because I don't got no problem with Charlotte. But if I go, the only way to get their attentions, if their attention, either I go and rant and saying you guys suck. Only time you guys had fame was the baby. That was like 15 minutes of fame. You talking about other artists? I don't I don't hear them like that. I'm just being real with you. Like no, Dad, I got people who live born and raised here like you. One of my homeboys, producer, literally would tell me just like he lived born and raised here in Charlotte, and he's a producer, and you know he does have his sound engineering degree and shit, and he works at a big company, but it's like he does producing on the side. He would tell me stories like for real stories like, bruh, that ass, it sucks here. It sucks. Like it like bruh, they trying to be Atlanta so hard.
I mean,
That's why. How would
you
you feel?
can't really blame him though, because Charlotte is like growing fast as hell.
And they're just not kind of organized. And you know, like I said, I'm not trying to bad talk about Charlotte. It's not a bad place to live. Well, I want to say bad place to live, would depend on where you live at, but it's not.
Charlotte, it just, people eyes are in different places. Honestly, if we all really showed each other support, we all would be, a lot more of us would be out of here. but that's nothing we can control or be mad at because when it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah,
If people want to fuck with you, they'll fuck with you. Just be a genuine person. Just just be a good person. I swear to God, shit'll work out. You'll
yeah.
meet people that you never thought you'd meet. You'll get cosigns you never thought you'd get. You get the experience, the reps in that you need. So when you actually get to where you need to be at, you know how to maneuver.
Yeah,
Because niggas
yeah.
that get the clout, niggas that get all the eyes and shit, they don't know what to do with it.
That's true. You know, and you know that's a good way for you to explain it. I mean, that's good, man. Because like I know you be smart going outside of Charlotte to work. Like you've been to ATL, right? You've been to ATL.
ATL, NYC.
Yeah, New York. Yeah, New York. And you've been to, you know what I'm saying, not LA yet, right? LA. I feel like you should do it just to like get some connections over there. And then Houston. Houston's very big when it comes to rap scenes underground, bro. I feel like you should have a good setup. And then you should one day have that set up with the whole like traveling. I mean, at least you got ATL as your backup plan just to be sure. Because I know Charlotte has like a mixed feeling, but you go to ATL, they're like, oh, yo, I fuck with you, bro. ATL's like that. It has a huge like it is pretty organized because they've been at it since what the early '90s making
Yeah.
music like Outkast, Jermaine, you know,
This shit wet as hell.
oh shit, that
My
did
butt wet.
that,
Pause.
pause. Anyway, that's pause. You said that shit wet, but I'm not gonna ask the questions on that. Anyway, but yeah, but no, you know what I mean, right? ATL has been doing this for so many years, and while like Charlotte has a huge, it's still growing, but it's kind of hard to organize, and I can respect that. All right, so another question I want to be asking you. Well, actually, no, not a question, but more of a mention. Attention seeker. The music video is that should go hard. I'm gonna let you know right now. That should go hard.
Appreciate you, bro.
That should go hard. You wanna know why
Shout out
that?
my nigga Ben.
That shit reminded me of Adult Swim when you know what I'm talking about, right? Because that's inspiring, right?
Yep.
You know, like when you just think about it, you're young, you're a little kid, and notice all of a sudden Cartoon Network just ended at 8:30 maybe p.m. if I remember correctly. If I'm just correct me if I'm wrong, and then you see a dark screen on your big ass TV, the fat TVs, and then it says specifically titles and some cozy or jazz blue music, and they're saying random like you're reading it like what the heck is going on, and you see a show randomly appear out of nowhere. That's what it makes me reminding me of Adult Swim era. So like that's really inspired by Adult Swim, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. Who hasn't watched Adult Swim? Come on.
You'd be surprised.
Everybody watched it.
Nah, I've met some people that be like, Adult Swim. I ain't watch Cartoon Network. I just, alright. Like, I don't say nothing else after that. Like, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, you know, Adult Swim was just, it was originally for stoners. It was for stone. It's basically for stoners. That's what people watch. People light one up, watching. I don't know, Family Guy, Robot Chicken, Venture Brothers. You know, uh, and Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, Space Ghost. Yeah,
Shout out Space Ghost.
yes, I'm saying, and it's basically inspired from it. So I fuck with it. So what made you got the idea? You're just like one day you're like,
What the Adult Swim idea?
yeah. How did that pop? That I know. How did that come to play?
Well, honestly, it's just like, when I grew up, I didn't watch a lot of live action TV shows. Like, I used to always just watch cartoons. Like, I was a Cartoon Network kid, Nickelodeon. I watch Disney occasionally, but that's only for like Zack and Cody.
Bro,
And
I swear to God, that's
you feel
me.
me?
That's me, bro. Cause I watch Cartoon Network. They're like, you watch Cartoon Network? Yeah. Nickelodeon too? Yeah. What about Disney? There's some shows in there I watch, like, you know what I'm saying? But no, yeah, go on, go on.
Then it was just like, that's how I discovered Naruto, Adult Swim. Well, it wasn't really Adult Swim, it was Toonami, but then Toonami hit transferred to Adult Swim on some shit. So
Yeah,
once I really dug deep into it, I'm just like, a lot of this is useful inspiration because it's just all abstract.
I love. It's just the art style.
Like, not to say nothing makes sense, but nothing makes sense. So you can do anything within it and it'll make sense.
Random shit. I get it. That's pretty fucking cool. How
You can express yourself.
exactly? They just do it by random, and people will still laugh at it in a good way. You know. Speaking of random, I know we're talking about Adult Swim. What is the five? What is top five best Adult Swim show of all time? Actually, not top five. Well, yeah, top five. What's your top five,
We're
bro?
gonna do five. All right.
Yeah.
This no order. I just gotta think of them. All right, so we got Robot Chicken for me. We got this my own pick. I'm gonna put Black Dynamite in there.
Dynamite, Dynamite.
I'm gonna put Space Ghost. I fuck with Smiling Friends a lot.
I love that show. I love that show. It's so fucking random. They brought back the randomness, bro.
And Venture Bros.
That's fine. Okay, cool. Awesome. I do love Venture Brothers. I finished it. I finished it like a couple years ago, and I watched the movie, and it's a goated series. My favorite character, Brock Sampson. Sampson is my favorite character because he is by far a killing machine. Nothing can fucking stop Brock Sampson, man. My favorite scene from Brock Sampson was there was an insane woman kidnapping Doc and Gene and Dean, and they were saying that was their mother. And Brock literally straight up was like, she was about to rat him over. He's like, just like he fucking did a pose, and literally he jumped and like crushed her on the driver's side, and just like, y'all good? He's like, yeah, we're good. I'm like, this guy's not a freaking. And you ever see that one scene in the first like episode, like before the first episode, like a pilot, where when they're at the DC, he killed a I don't know what he killed, but he had blood on him. He had his knife, and the soldier's like, "We need to take the knife away because we gotta go in the White House for this or whatever." He's like this, "Come on, take it." He stared at him like, "Take it." Like you hear like insane music come in the background because it's just the randomness of Adult Swim. Yeah.
You know, I definitely remember that.
Yes.
Yo, that nigga tripping.
Hey, man, I wouldn't go near him. I would have told the soldier, yo, like that ass, like no, that man will kill you in a second. But yeah, okay. So you say your top five. I'm gonna tell you my top five, and this is actually okay. Number one is just it is in order, but my best show of all time would be Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It was one of my best shows of all time. Number two,
My sister was scared of that show.
I was a fucking scared. Okay, I'll speak about that later. But number two, I would say Robot Chicken. Number three is Family Guy because Family Guy got picked up after they got canceled from Fox.
I just didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to count Family Guy because it's been bouncing around networks. Like it wasn't a true Adult Swim show.
Yeah. Number four, Venture Brothers, and finally, and I'm gonna add this because they, that is new. I'm gonna say fucking, um, yeah, Smiling Friends. Smiling Friends is fucking hilarious. I actually like when I watched it when the first season came out.
I be fried seeing clips like.
Dude, bro, like randomness of it and their like claymation realness on mixtures and like, bro, this is just like you talked about old Adult Swim era shit. Like they used to do that. So that's basically my top five. I mean, bro, but literally back to the Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite is that goated show too. I actually love it. I will put it up in my top 10 too because it's fucking funny. Like favorite episode would be, and I was just watching it not too long ago. The Jackson 5 episode. That shit was fucking. You know the scene where Black Dynamite's interrogating the ninja, right? Dr. Wu or some shit. He's like the guy who's the ninja, Dr. Wu. He's like, tell me what Dr. Wu is planning and what he's up to. He's like, what he's planning, what he's up to? It's like the damn same thing, man. You gotta get together. You start drowning him in the bucket. It's one of my favorite scenes from that show. Like Cream Corn getting abused from Michael Jackson, and he was the one abusing everybody. And what was his race? He's like, well, part human and part Mama say Mama Sama Makusa.
Yo,
Mama
like,
say Mama Sama Makusa. He's like, that's cream corn. He's like, yeah, Mama say Mama Sama Makusa.
and I love Michael Jackson, but that shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what are you talking about?
It's Adult Swim, bro. It's like, and then hey, the usual saying for Black Dynamite with the children, right? Hey, Black Dynamite always tells us to shut the fuck up when grown folks be talking. That's one of my favorite scenes every single time on that show. I never get tired of it. And then favorite villain, I ain't gonna lie, you're gonna be surprised from Black Dynamite that Frog Curtis and his son, that bastard Frog Curtis. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the usual saying, ribbit motherfucker. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Motherfucker. That's what you say. I love that shit. But speaking of which, I know we talk about Adult Swim shows. Let's go with so you basically are very heavily on anime and manga, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you got heavily tatted on that. Growing up, you said you watched Naruto. Was Naruto your first anime?
Yeah.
Bro.
Either it was, well, I'm gonna say Naruto and Inuyasha.
Inuyasha is goated. Did you watch the sequel?
No.
There's a sequel.
I know.
You should get on that. But I never watched it back. I gotta watch. I gotta get on that too. But okay, so what would be your like top five anime slash manga? Like when you're like growing up, basically. Like what was the best anime and manga?
Like growing up, what I have right now.
What do you have right now throughout your lifetime?
So this one gonna be in order. I got Monster,
Oh my god,
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
got it.
I'm gonna just put Naruto up there just for my bias, but Naruto kind of like in 7 right now. Um,
Okay, on the fourth one right now. Your fourth one.
hmm. I'm trying to make sure I don't fuck up. This is documented.
Take your time.
This is overly documented.
Just take your time. Number four. You're in your fourth slot right now. Got two more, bro.
I could say manga too. Siren, that shit
Yep.
don't got no anime though, which I'm tight that it doesn't because that shit really one of the best mangas I've ever read.
Yeah.
It's annoying as hell, and
The fifth one. I mean, it could just be a random one.
I can't even do no random shit. Ew, I'm finna cheat. I'm looking at my app.
Go to your app. Go to your app.
I'm finna go to my app because that Hunter. I'm wilding.
How about? How
No way,
about?
I'm tripping. Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm overly
About to
tripping.
say that's the same creator.
Yes.
Same fucking creator. How did you forget about? Okay, that's your fifth one. That's respectfully. So yeah, Monster. I still got to finish the manga. It is so good.
Monster's good. I be trying to, bro. Listen, if y'all watching, watch Monster, read it, then watch it again. I swear to God.
It's bro like one scene I like in the beginning of the manga. I'm gonna tell you where I'm at the end of the interview where I'm at, but in the manga, I didn't watch the anime. I just read the manga. It's so good, like psychological fuck shit. Like I'm talking. If you don't know what Monster is, it's about a doctor in Europe. He's from Japan.
He's from Japan.
And
He's
he
like one of the best neurosurgeons around.
Yeah, and he literally had to save a child who got shot. But basically, we don't know much into it later on. We soon to find out that this kid is a murderer. Like it talks about murderous minds inside of a murderer. You know, what I'm talking about like a psychopath killer.
It's a lot of psychological aspects. Like
I love it.
with him, what I'ma just go deeper on what he said. Like I mean not Johan, Tenma. Damn, I'm tripping. Tenma saved the kid, but he's like literally the only doctor in the hospital to save him. Like he's the only one that's capable of doing the surgery correctly.
Yes. And then the stories where it's like the doctors, the head doctors, the higher ups were assholes, pieces of shit because they work. It's like they pick and choose who to do the surgery. A politician that they know needed surgery. It was
the mayor.
either it was Tenma saving a kid or the mayor. And in your own mind, you're like, you gotta save the kid. He did that, and and then I forgot the name of the kid's name. What was his name? The main like specific antagonist. Well, supposedly he's a
Johan.
Johan. Is that his name? Johan. So Johan literally, this kid is insane. I'm not gonna lie, because technically he has a twin sister, and
Yeah, on him.
if I remember correctly, in the manga, it's insane where he literally they killed their parents, right? He killed their parents, and they came from and I don't want to spoil it, but spoiler alert.
He already didn't spoil that shit. Just
Yeah, I'm saying, no, you say more to the story, but more to the story of Monster, like, they came from an experiment from like Soviet shit, I think.
it was an orphanage.
Yeah, they were experiments. So yeah, if you look, check out Monster if you haven't watched it. But yeah, no, I can agree with you. Monster is one of the top goated manga series and anime. I remember one scene from Monsters where his wife, Tema's wife, was a
Not his wife, his fiance.
fiance. Yeah, yeah.
Hate her.
Hey, I like her. She's like,
Hate Eva.
because the head doctor was her father. He didn't do the surgery. They stepped him down, and then she threw his wedding ring. And
The
went to
engagement ring. She dubbed him to his face like, I hated her for 50 episodes. Bro.
And guess what happened after that? When her father died, he became the head doctor.
Yup.
Then she came back, and then she went to him. She was like, "Oh,
It's some bitch ass spider right here, young bull.
damn it, spider. It's not gonna hurt me. Just leave it."
It's not.
Anyway, more to the story. Jesus Christ. Anyway, to the story that she wanted him back, and he just like got up and just left. That's some real shit. But oh yeah, I gotta tell you my top five though. My top five anime slash manga. This is basically I'm gonna put Naruto on there because that was my first ever anime. So number two, I'm gonna put Soul Eater. Soul Eater is by far. If you weren't growing up in the 2000s and did not watch Soul Eater, at least it was the first ever anime I finished from back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And it was the first ever anime I finished back and forth, and like from beginning to end. And then number three, this is kind of mediocre, but well, actually, I would say Fooly Cooly. You got Fooly Cooly right
That's
here.
good.
Fooly Cooly right here. If you remember the show, bro, it was the most best randomest show that has best design, best music, background. Bro, come on,
It's crazy that shit 6 episodes.
it's the best. And then number four, I'm gonna have to say, damn, that's people. They're gonna get a little bit hectic on me about this, but I'm gonna say, it's from what I did, like from my experience. So I'm gonna have to say, Code Geass. If you're not watch Code Geass, is by far one of my favorite war slash uh, mech, animes. It's one of my favorite ones.
Shout out Lelouch.
Lelouch is the smartest man out this motherfucker. But anyway, number five, I would have to say, this is a tough one. And then I read the I read the manga. I was gonna put Fairy Tail on that shit, but
No,
I took it down.
that shit sucks.
No, I took it down, and then I put Demon Slayer. You ever read the manga?
Nigga, I was the first nigga to be reading the manga in Charlotte. I swear I was.
It's a good ending. They have the best ending ever. I like it. I'm not being dramatic.
Demon Slayer has the best ending ever in a manga.
Dude, it's actually pretty good. You say,
Hey, look,
what's the debate about this?
I was a Demon Slayer truther, but I can't lie. They half-assed it, but it's just because they wanted to end the series on a good high note. Because it's like, what else can you do from that point? No one was expecting. Spoiler alert, no one was expecting Tanjiro to become the last demon, and he don't even do nothing, but we see he the strongest demon of all time, and Nezuko just hugged this nigga. Nothing happens, and then time skip a century later.
At least you got Wakanda, though. I like it. I wanted to see it. Anyway, but yes, that's my top five anime slash manga in my personal view. Okay, so we got another question, trivia I gotta ask you. This is this is gonna be funny. Just bear with me. Anime waifu, smash or pass? Yeah. All right. I thought this hard, long and hard pause, long and hard. Okay. Tsubaki from Soul Eater. Smash or pass?
Tsubaki, let me look that up.
The girl, Black Star's weapon.
Pass.
Damn. Okay. Urahime from Bleach.
Smash.
It was that lady that's with Shinji and Evangelion, the lady who takes care of him. Purple hair lady with the.
I know who you talking about.
Forgot her name. I'm sorry for Evangelion.
Misato.
I'm so sorry for Evangelion fans.
Misato.
Smash or pass?
Pass.
Damn, that you gonna piss a lot of people off.
I don't give a fuck.
You're gonna piss a lot of Gunners off. I ain't gonna lie. All right, we got Uraichi, is that her name from Bleach?
Overly smashing.
Oh fuck yeah. Tsunade. She's.
If I was 35, smash.
Ayasan Seko, or known as Momo's grandma from Dan and Dan.
Turbo Granny
Not Turbo Granny, the lady with the bat.
with the bat. Smash.
Yeah. Okay, that's. I'm sorry. Let me just keep it professional. All right, this last one is going to be a little bit of a tough one, but just give me a second. Let me just. Okay,
You finna fry the shit out of me.
Last thing I said. The last but not least, I would have to put this specific one, Nami from One Piece.
Which one though?
Time skip Nami,
Smash.
of course. Motherfuckers, goddamn. So there you have it. That's his smash or pass. That's good. That's good. Thank you for giving me the questions. I mean, answering my questions. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Lamaj. But like I said, I appreciate you having the time for coming out here. All right. And if y'all wanna, if you want to ask a question before we go, well, two more. Any new shit going on?
So yeah, I'm working on mad shit right now. My next project, from what I know, is gonna be called Monstrum.
That's fucking dope.
It's inspired by monsters, so we'll see how that goes.
And what would you give the upcoming artists advices? What would be the best advice for them?
Just keep your head down. Don't worry about anybody else's opinion but yours. You know what's gonna sound good unless it's objectively asked. Like, don't be out here putting on no weak shit, but just stay true to yourself and be yourself, bro.
That's some real shit. You hear that? That's how you. That's what. That's just the best advice you can give y'all. So you better follow that shit. So thank you, Ramaj. I appreciate you.